Good morning, everyone. How are you? Someone asked me that question yesterday. It was someone I don't know, and until now, I haven't replied. I think in our society, we have a lot of things we are accustomed to, and asking how are you is one of them, to be polite, but we all know that sometimes we honestly, genuinely don't care about how the other person is doing. It is just etiquette. Like, thank you. Even if you don't mean it, but just to be polite. And I won't lie, that is what I was taught. Ask somebody when you call them how they are, even if you don't care or mean it, just so they think you do. And you know something? I actually um put it into practice one time a few years back. Someone came and asked me that at my place of work. And you know what I told them? I told them I'm not okay. And they said, "That's great. Can you give me this?" Like literally, they did not hear what I said because their assumption was I would say the default phrase, "I'm okay. Let's move on." Hello guys, my name is Nemo. Welcome to this channel, and the name of this video is called I Will Subscribe Back. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? A couple of years ago, as you might have heard me mention in some of my videos, I lived in Uganda. And there I tried to pursue a career in music. Did not go as I hoped. And yeah, but so while trying to do that there, someone advised me to open a page, right? Where I would interact with my fans, post, just post anything. If you know something about the music industry or showbiz, or even just nowadays, anything has a page. Even if you're a farmer, even if you're a mechanic, you can be a house manager, you can be a garbage collector. Nowadays, almost every business has a page, probably requires a page because of the direction that the world is going into. AI, it's kind of really hard to do anything nowadays without AI. So I opened a page, and because I have never really been an internet person, I'm those kind of people who used to reply after 2 weeks or a week or a couple of days, and you're like, seriously? I was like, where are you? And now you're telling me a week later where you are. So I've been that kind of person. And truthfully, it's the B&B business that has gotten me up and running, because no one is here to do it for me. No one is here to take care of the social media aspect for me. So I have to do it myself. So I have found myself doing things I never ever thought I would, just to keep afloat. And even with this YouTube channel, I'm figuring a lot of things on my own. Not on my own, with Google's help. Yeah, you know Google, our friend. So I'm figuring a lot of things and trying them out on myself, or trying them out myself, or how do I say it? Trying them out, trying them out first before I ask someone, because nowadays it's like everything is out here on the internet. Of course, you don't believe everything the internet tells you, just like you don't believe anything, I mean, everything everyone tells you. Okay, that's not about it, but you can find out almost anything nowadays. We are in the age of knowledge. And some people have gone as far as to say this is the age that Daniel spoke of, where knowledge would, is it be increased or would increase? Right? Like one global village. There's no, nowadays it's not a biggie. You're in Asia, you're in Malaysia, you're in Europe, you're in America, you're in China. Like it's like one big city. So the B&B business has forced me to be on social media as me, not with a handler. My God, I actually said a handler. Yeah, not someone running it for me, but me running it for myself. But back then, I employed someone to do the job for me, and this is where I'm getting at. One day, because as much as someone was doing it for me, I had to, check on it, see how it's doing, what people are saying, and stuff like that. I found a comment. And so on this page, I would be like, hi guys, just like I've done with this YouTube channel. I'm like, hi guys, uh, listen to my music on this and this platform. Kindly follow me, that kind of stuff. And so one day I find a comment from this person, and you know what the question was? They asked me, Nemo, why is it that you want to be followed, but you don't want to follow back, or you're not, like, why is it that you want to be followed, but you're not following back, or you don't want to follow back? And I'm telling you, I was surprised, honestly. I was honestly taken aback because, number one, this person did not ask me to follow them. They had not asked me to follow them. I had asked the public to follow me or sent follow requests because I wanted to be followed to enhance or enlarge my brand as a musician, as a singer, as an artist. But so they just assumed. They just assumed that I didn't want to follow back, or I was refusing to follow back. So why is it that I wanted to be followed? But why not, by the way? Why not? Okay, I'm not saying I do, but for example, I want to be a leader. I want to be a leader, and I'm like, guys, vote for me. Does it automatically, or even in most cases, mean that the masses want to be leaders? I don't think so. So just because I'm asking you to follow me doesn't automatically mean that you that I'm asking to follow me want to be followed by me or anybody else. Am I making sense? So I, I just said, okay, no problem. I will follow you back. However, I think and I don't blame anybody. We all grow up in different ways and all that and all that. What may come off as polite to my culture may be rude to someone else's culture. Like I had in the Japanese culture, that how you show you've enjoyed somebody's meal is by belching. Yeah, let me not laugh because someone from Japan watching may not take it kindly. You get it. It's a belching shows that you've appreciated the food. But belching in my culture is gross. Don't do that. Not at the table. I have turned on the light, so There's that thing, it keeps going dim, I think, after some minutes, because it's not so bright. It's still morning. Yeah, it can be sunny at 8 in the morning, but it's not, and it's almost 10:30, but it's not bright at all. And where I'm seated, um, so it goes to dim. Now I have to be careful so that I tap so it doesn't completely, so I don't record it like that. So yes, belting at the table in Japanese culture, what I heard, is considered a very honorable, it's a good thing. But here, you don't need to be at the table to belch and be looked at like sideways. You understand? So all I'm saying, I'm not faulting this person, but as me, I would have been like, why didn't you just say, Nemo? Could you please kindly also follow me back? I also want to be followed, right? Instead of assuming that I've refused to follow you and then you come off like you're attacking me. Like, why is it that you want to be followed and you're not following back? We're together, right? So that is why I decided to do this video, because a few of you have subscribed and I'm very grateful. Let's make it 1,000 for reasons I will not even mention. And then from there we will make it to 50K, 100K, 200K. You know how it goes. So I haven't been able to subscribe back, and you can see I've screenshotted for you that I have been to my studio, because I don't have a desktop, I don't have a laptop, I only have this Android Techno phone, and it cannot do certain things. There are so many things it cannot do, and I didn't know that when I was buying it, because I wasn't about that. Now that I am is when I realize, wow, like I can literally only shoot one video per time, because there is no storage and I don't have backup, like I'm saying. So you can see, as I've screenshotted for you, I've tried going on my YouTube studio in Chrome, not the app on my desk, on my, how do they call it, desktop or some, on the phone, when you bring something where, yeah, desktop, I think. So I've tried going on my studio in Chrome, and I pressed every button there, but nothing happened. And then again, here's a screenshot of a few days ago. Today is the 4th. Today is the 4th of March. And you can see the screenshot is a few days ago. Because I want to bring you guys hard evidences. Someone said, I want to come with receipts so that you, because in today's world where deception is the new truth, yeah, people need evidence. Otherwise, yeah, we are in a very tricky place where you don't know the truth anymore. And unless someone, and of course, I or anybody can mess with the truth or doctor the truth. But all I'm trying to say is, even I tried asking Google, well, how do I follow someone on Android? How do I subscribe back to someone on Android phone? And I tried that, but I don't see the place they are telling me go and do this. So guys, I have tried, and I know you haven't asked me to subscribe back, but maybe some of you would like me to, and I've only been able to do that with one person. Why? Because as soon as I subscribed, I was online and I saw it, so I was able to tap on the channel and subscribe back. But for the rest of you, I haven't yet, but I am going to do it as soon as I am able to. Honestly, this person, like I've told you, who commented on my page, it got me thinking. It got me thinking, and I don't want to take anything for granted, you know. And it's unfortunate, or it is how it is, that again, you see what I'm telling you, I have to keep on doing that so it doesn't go dim. I was saying it's unfortunate, or it is how it is, because in this world, they say you're not given what you think you deserve. You don't get what you think you deserve or what you think you're owed. You get what you go after. You have to go and get it. No one is going to give you what you think you deserve or what you want. You have to go and get it. I don't know the exact meaning behind the Bible verse that says the violent take it by force. Of course, it's not meaning going beating people up and stuff like that. Although someone was saying Christianity is gonna get to a point like that because you have been so docile. No, literally, I've had people in my face tell me Christians are stupid because we are too nice. We are too nice. You know what I mean? That is not the whole purpose of Christianity. Christianity is power, is strength, is so many things. There is no weakness. And being walked all over and stepped all over. Jesus was also not a walkover. I love a clip of someone who did Jesus doing, how do you call these things? Like when you, like a happy Jesus, a gay Jesus, just a happy girl. No, 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 no. That was not Jesus at all. But that is how he's been portrayed. And that is how Christians think we have to be. Well, there's a place for that, of course, but that is not the meaning of Christianity. Being too nice that people walk all over you. I mean, and I'm not promoting anything, I always say this, but we're told not to suffer witches to live. We're told the things that God will do to our enemies. People who contend against us. Of course, you have to keep yourself right with God because you also won't go dabbling in anything and everything and expect God to be okay with it and fight against those who fight against you if you're being a certain type of way. There is a level also you have to maintain. But my point was Christianity is not weak, and I'm combining that with that issue of sometimes the world is not going to give you what you want or what you think you deserve. In fact, it does not want to. It never will. It doesn't. Why should it? Why should it? Why should it? It wants to put you and keep you down so it can rule over you, so it can have, you understand? I'm sure a lot of you who are watching are mature enough to understand the kind of system we live in. It's already arranged before you're even born. You find it already in place and you either step in or the world doesn't like people who are different. They want everybody conforming. And I have a very interesting thing I want to tell you about that. They want conformity. And why do they want conformity? And this is where I wanted to bind this together. That I want to subscribe back, not for the sake of it, but so that we can genuinely connect. Maybe I was a little bit airheaded then. That thing of, yeah, I'm the star and, I want people to like me. I want people to adore me, something like that. And I'm the special one. You see? I'm the special one, and maybe I must have. I felt not necessarily in such. The word is not degrading, but not in a way like to look down on others, but like in which way? I'm lacking the words to explain what I want to say. But it's that thing of there's nothing wrong with being followed, being adored, being worshipped. Yeah. And why not? Why not? If it's what I feel it's who I feel I am, right? Has that gone back to the right place? Yeah, it's trying to fall. Anyway, so as I'm saying, I'm not subscribing back just to for the sake of it, like how are you, I'm okay. That's where we started, but no, for actual connection, and also in case maybe you want the same kind of love back so that we can help each other to grow. Why am I asking you to subscribe? It's so that you can help me grow. As I've stated in my channel, this channel is dedicated to all of us to share different ideas, and you can say what you think, you can ask, you can, it's a platform for us to connect and try as much as we can to be real with each other. Like I said, in a world that is full of deception, it's not easy to find what's real anymore, but we can try and do that here. So it's to help each other grow. That's why I want you to help me grow, and I also would like to help you grow. And this is where I was saying the reason the world wants you down and wants you to conform, but it is to conform to their ideas, not your ideas, and their ideas which more often than not are not good, are not profitable for you. But why? Because they know this one secret. They know this one secret, that when people come together, when people are united, there is nothing they cannot do. And do you know who else agrees with that? God Himself, the creator of the universe. He has said, how do you say word for word? Reverbatim, something like that. He has actually put a stamp on that, word for word, in the Tower of Babel. Was it in Genesis or wherever? Where they were building the Tower of Babel. And he came down to look upon it, and he was like, whoa, okay. So these people, this is what they're planning. And guess what? There is nothing that they choose to do that they will not be able to achieve, because they are of one mind. Just like it says is it in Daniel or Revelation, that these people, they were of one mind. The people that gave the power to the beast, they were of one mind. That is one of the ways, if you want to be successful, is collaboration, is unity, community, And by the way, my last video that I did, it's called Late Afternoon Breakfast and Incredible Dragon Sales. I went to a building up here, a very big building. And do you know something? That building belongs to a family of people. And this is what, the fifth or the sixth one that they have now all over the place. And do you know why? Because they have discovered a secret, and they have been using it for centuries. Centuries, decades is too little. That when people come together, there is nothing that they can do. And that is one of the things that lags us, like it makes us, uh, puts us behind. Like it makes us to progress very slowly or not at all. We don't like, and I'm saying we as people of my community, I think maybe a little bit also as an African community, we are not unity minded, which is why I think Africa is in the state it is, because we refuse to come together and grow, help each other grow or grow together. Everybody is concerned about their own success. In fact, when you are successful, people call you a witch. They say you're using juju, which is just an insult really also, because everyone has it's like there's this unwritten code that God cannot raise anybody up. As if, what does the devil have for himself? So whenever you're successful, people are jealous of you. They're envious of you. They associate you with the devil, they associate your success with Satan. And while this is happening also, that's for sure, a lot of people are going under, and wherever else they go for power and wealth and fame. But our God is bigger than anything and everything. So, but that is what now has been put into our mind, that it's only Satan who empowers, who enlarges, not God. Our God has been made too small. Even some, they just mock that God is dead and all that stuff. Anyway, that is not the trajectory I was taking. I was just saying, where I was the other day, those people, they have been able to build about six of those kind of structures, because they come together, they decide, we're gonna do this for you. And they put all their resources together, because me, I may be able to pull my strength from 2 resources only, right? But if we are 5 of us, one of us might even have 10 or 5 places where they're able to pull their resources, and then we come together and we build one of us, and then we go to the other. And it's unfortunate, but it's, I think, a starting point, that the only way we do that is mostly with women's group, which it's too little. There's nothing much to show for it. Maybe just the household furniture. But I mean, now coming together in that way, where you do big things, and I've heard that there are people doing that. Groups of men and women, like, they contribute millions, not just, sorry to call it that, but petty cash, just to buy you a microwave or a fridge. And these are important things, and very important if you don't have them or can't afford them. But I'm just saying, yeah, I understand there are people now who are doing bigger, greater things, and that is the spirit. That is the spirit. Big up on you if you're one of them. But yeah, these people, these other communities, and you may have an idea of what I mean when I say that. They come together and they build mega structures, they build supermarkets, they build factories. And once we are done with once one is established, we move on to the next, and that's how we grow. So that's my whole point of, I will subscribe back, because as you're helping me grow, I also want to help you grow. If you don't want me to, that's okay. But when I'm able to, I will do it as many as I'm able, or all of you, because right now the number is very small. Yeah, because unity, there is power in unity, and God knows that. So does the enemy. All right, so does the enemy. And in this life, sometimes it's not about morals, it's about principles. When you feed the poor, you help the poor, you feed the hungry. God says it's not like you, he says you actually owe him. By doing that, you're indebted to him. And so that's a principle which even people who don't worship or believe in the God that we believe in, of our Lord Jesus Christ, they succeed. They succeed even more than us Christians. Why? Because they apply the principles. The principle doesn't want to know if you're a what or a what. You feed the poor. The principle is God will bless you. Why? He makes the rain fall to the righteous and to the wicked. Right? So, in this issue of principles, one-mindedness, togetherness, is gonna get you far. It's gonna get you where you want or what you want. It don't matter who you are, as long as you come together. And so, to finish, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. If you're not okay, you're not okay. And we were talking about it with my friends the other day, because someone also asked me that question, how are you? And I was like, in that moment, I wasn't sure how I was. In that moment, I wasn't sure how I was. And you can't just tell, like now, this one of yesterday, I don't know the person. You can't just be like, I'm not okay or I'm not sure. There are people you can actually be genuine like that with. like these friends that I'm telling you that we were talking with. And so my point is, I'm not gonna be like, if you're going through a hard time, if you're in a dark period, it's gonna be okay, don't worry. No, the most I can tell you is hang in there, because better days might be coming. Just hang in there, because it's not every day that you wake up and you don't know how you are. Some days you're super, 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 super. Like, even people don't need to ask you, they can just see you're leaping around, like, super excited and all that. And I've learned that, what is that also called? It's like, it says that how you look at life is, you look at it like the sky and the clouds. You're the sky, and all these issues that come around are clouds. Sometimes they are little, sometimes, like right now, they are heavy because it's a rainy season, but in the end, they pass. Some may take longer, and by longer, I mean some may take years. Others just last a few days, a few seconds. So the trick is to remain the sky. Don't be moved by the clouds that are passing. And I know it's easier said than done. Some of these things, they are easier said than done. But I just want to encourage you, honestly, to just hang in there, even if you don't know how you are, even if you don't know how you're doing. And you don't have to respond, you know. Not because I haven't, but yeah, just take your time also. Just take your time. I was like, I'm gonna ask this person, how are you? Because I I don't have an answer for you right now. Nobody is forcing me to say how I am, or if I am okay or I'm not, or whatever. So hang in there, dear. Just hang in there. But also, most importantly, while you're hanging in there, or don't just hang in there, get in with God. Ask Him, what is the plan for me, God? What is the way forward? What should I do? Where should I go? Like, what is? Show me your plans for my life. You know, I've mentioned that I have a lot of dreams, and as much as some days I don't know how I am, it helps me sometimes when I remember the plans God has for me, the things He has shown me, the things He has spoken to me about. It doesn't make everything easy, but sometimes it helps to know where you are going, other than just groping in the dark and guessing and hoping is good. Hoping is good, but it says that hope deterred makes the heart sick. But it also says that hope does not disappoint. So, um, get with God. Just ask Him to reveal to you what He has planned for you, what His actual thoughts concerning you are, because we know they are good. But it's so unfortunate that we have to pass through challenges in this life. Our God is not a magician. And that's why, and me, I don't blame anybody. You see people defect, or they mix it. They mix Christianity and going maybe to the witch doctor, or doing sorcery and all those kind of things. Well, because on the other side, the results are faster. But what is the price to pay? So our God is long suffering, but the results stick. Yeah, the results are very fast, but then the consequences. You see now. So, yes, His plans for us are good, but it doesn't hurt to know specifically what those plans are. You know, it doesn't hurt at all. And it helps you when you're feeling blue and you don't know which way to go sometimes, or you're not sure that are you okay, or it just honestly feels pretentious, and why should I even care? You don't care. You're not asking because you care, so why should I even care to respond? So I want to thank you guys a lot, a lot, a lot. I had to do this fasting before I I even do anything else so I can keep this thing moving. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk on the next one.